Hello everybody. I just thought I'd do a quick little overview of the Stephen King, The Dark Tower Omnibus, published by Marvel Comics. This is the first kind of run on the comic book adaptation of The Dark Tower, put together in an amazing hardcover slipcase format. So here you go. I really enjoyed the comics, but I loved the novel series. So there's kind of that going in, but as you can see, it's quite large. It's coming in 2 volumes. You've got the comics proper, and then the companion, which is all the bonus material and background material that was in the original comics, and then a lot of interviews and sketches and that sort of thing. So I'll take books out, show you the artwork here. These ribbon markers are not a part of the actual series. I added those to my copies because I loved it that much and wanted to have a little bit better format. So there you go. There is the first volume. Glare is bad. See, written by Robin Firth and Peter David. Art is by Jay Lee, and colors, and then some of the fill-in art is done by Richard Eisenhoff, and he took over as the artist once they got into the second run, The Gunslinger. But it's Jay Lee for the majority of this run. You get kind of a full cast shot. There's the back. These are a much better kind of quality than the regular omnibuses, in my opinion. They're not just the flat black. You get this nice kind of burgundy gold lettering. Feels very nice. Get the burgundy end papers as well. Show you a little bit of the artwork there by Jay Lee. Opening. Here's my ribbon marker. Get a intro by Ralph Macchio. Just a couple of maps that started out there. Different areas of Midworld that you'll be in. And then we start in. So this is a few trades all kind of collected together. The first one is just sort of the Gunslinger Born trade paperback, and they did a hardcover first. That's basically the story of Roland Deschain, the Gunslinger, his background that's presented in the Wizard and Glass novel. And then after that, once you get into the next volumes of this series, it is all kind of new material that fits into the background of the Gunslinger. Jay Lee's art is just amazing. I think it fits with this, although if you see enough of his art, in my opinion, you start to see some of the same stuff again and again. Same poses for characters, same layouts, but I think it fits the kind of uneasiness, the creepiness, the kind of macabre underpinnings of Stephen King's work very well for this. All of this one is stuff that takes place before the opening of the first novel in the Dark Tower series, before the Gunslinger. And then this volume, the first volume here, ends with sort of a mini cover gallery. So you get all the various covers from each of the trades and the different alternate covers for each edition. See, like here's one of them. Cover for Treachery, the trade paperback of Treachery, which I believe is the third volume in here. In the Batman Superman comics that are going, there's a pose of Wonder Woman that's almost identical to that. I'm not necessarily complaining, just Jay Lee's got some stuff that works for him, some stuff like that too. Some stuff that works for him that looks really good with his style. I'm just starting to notice it repeating a little bit. So, there you go, there's the first volume. And now the companion, you see the same cover, just a sketch variant there. Again, you get the nice burgundy and gold companion. It's all the backup material, as I said, that was in the background, the back of all the comics. Opens with the cover gallery, full-size or blown-up covers. I love that one by David Finch. One of my favorite things. There's some really cool variants by Alex Maleev in here too. That's just wonderful. There's a Diodato one that's really cool. That's awesome. Did a lot of variant covers for these. It's a lot of books, so it makes sense. Sorry, the glare's bad here. And then we get into these little stories and explanations. It's almost like long encyclopedia entries or something that deal with Midworld, or the world of the gunslingers. So Sacred Geography of Midworld. There's some different things in here. What's this one? The Guns of Deshane. So it talks about the guns that are handed down for that family. We've got The Laughing Mirror. It's a couple part story about some elements, some characters and things like that that make appearances. This stuff is just awesome. And apart from the original issues, you do not find this. This isn't in any of the other collections, whether it's the hardcover trades or the paperbacks. These things only appear in the original comics and then in these omnibi or omnibuses. And there's just grips and grips of this stuff. And then there's some other special stuff in here too. This is all that, they're calling it like Apocrypha and that sort of stuff, but it's extended explanations and stories and tales, mythology behind the Dark Tower stuff, behind Midworld. And then here we get some interviews and things like that with the creators. There's Stephen King. So you get Jay Lee, Stephen King, Eisenhower, Peter David, all the people responsible, talking about their experiences there, the interviews they were doing with Stephen King. You get back into some more of the background, and then you get some of the sketch and the art progression, which is really kind of cool. Yeah, lots of stuff. More interviews, Marvel spotlights, that sort of a thing. So background on Jay Lee, Peter David, and then some more kind of character bios and that sort of a thing in here. Just awesome. These companion volumes are an amazing addition to these omnibuses of the Dark Tower. So you go. Let me end with some more covers. Hope you enjoyed it.